third edition of the Ibis Roast, and tonight we have the one and the only Alex Krzensk, commonly known as AK. So can you describe the effort that has gone into this amazing accomplishment?
A lot of effort, a lot of hours on the turf for everyone, and lots of training, off-season, pre-season, 2 sessions a week, whinging at girls to be at training all the time.
Yeah, we do get hounded a fair bit. Now, I've seen some fresh faces during the off-season this year. Who have you recruited for 2014? Who have you been hounding to come along?
Who have I been hounding?
Apart from yours truly.
Obviously, you're the return, the prodigal daughter.
I'll take that.
We haven't actively been recruiting too much this year, to be honest. Having Div 1, doing well, being able to present that level of hockey for girls tends to attract girls who want to play the level of hockey, and they may not be Division 1 at other clubs, but they get opportunities with us. Plus there's some other girls coming back. So, of notable mention, Dimity Yeager, a Toowoomba girl who was a friend of a friend. Emmy Dixon, who I used to kind of coach when she was 12, is making her return to Brisbane hockey. There's a couple other Toowoomba girls. Danny Ashurst, who is a friend of a friend from Toowoomba as well. Holly Gilbar, who's a young pocket rocket coming through, who's a friend with a Jacker, one of our other girls. So it's more been girls just sort of doing well. We'd like to have those opportunities, and they've been training hard accordingly.
Yeah, and we just met Phoebe before, your American recruit.
Of course.
Of course.
Yes, Phoebe emailed me. I put an email out there. I put a notice out there saying, anyone interested in playing hockey in Australia? And there was a couple contenders, and Phoebe won through in the end because her visa worked. But she got through, and so far she's been learning the ways of our vulgarity, I hear.
Not all that bad. Alright, so now we're on to the fun stuff. Do you have any pre-game superstitions?
Pre-game superstitions.
Little manoeuvres that you perform?
I like to warm the keepers up. That'd probably be the biggest one, and there's always 3 points that we're focusing on. 3 foci. And some vulgarity has to be thrown in.
Of course, we always need that. Now, if you had to pick one hockey player of any level that you would consider to be an inspiration to you, who would it be and why?
An inspiration to me for hockey? I'm going to throw Bruce in there for the sheer stupidity of diving and breaking her elbow and then proceeding to get up and dive on it again to make another save, and then playing the rest of the game and then getting on a plane and going, I'll get it looked at when I get there. So I was pretty impressed with Bruce for her tenacity. She was out for 6 weeks thereafter, but she did finish the game, so that was cool. I think she even played the Division 3 game after it.
Brucey, you tough nut. That is somewhat inspirational. Okay, we would call that probably one of the better moments you've seen on hockey. What about embarrassing?
Embarrassing?
Yeah.
We have missed a few open goals in our time.
It's not that embarrassing?
I don't know. No. It's pretty hard to embarrass me, I suppose, on the hockey field. I got nothing. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Well,
when I was 13, when I used to play in the goal, I let a ball go once and it went in the goal, and I was pretty embarrassed because I should have stopped it being the goalie and all.
That is a little embarrassing.
But I was.
Every 13-year-old's worst nightmare.
Oh, tell me about it.
Now we're playing the mystery games. Great shuffling skills there. No, I get to read it. This will put you on the spot. You're stranded on an uninhabited island for a month. Which Ibis do you choose to be with you, and why?
Which do I choose and why?
I am right here.
Rat Adriana. That is a hard one. on a desert island and why?
You're gonna need someone to fetch you food. Who do you think
I don't want to do favourites here, but Bruce is outdoor ed trained. So not only can she climb trees and get coconuts,
Probably
she
catch
could
fish.
probably open them as well.
Brilliant. Alright. I think that's a wrap. Final, last sentimental and meaningful question that must come from your heart. What does it mean to be an Ibis to you?
What does it mean to be an Ibis to me? Mate, someone who picks up the slack for someone else, and someone who works hard and wants to do better.
Oh, and on that note, we'll wrap up. This has been the 3rd episode of, what do we call this again? Ibis Hustle? No.
Ibis Roast.
Roast. Ibis Roast. Final.